Greetings, peace, and blessings. Today, the book of Proverbs, chapters 1 through 6. Introduction, the value of wisdom. Chapter 1. Purpose of the Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, that men may appreciate wisdom and discipline, and may understand words of intelligence, may receive training in wise conduct, in what is right, just, and honest, that resourcefulness may be imparted to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man by hearing them will advance in learning. An intelligent man will gain sound guidance, that he may comprehend proverb and parable, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Wisdom and instructions fools despise. The path of the wicked, greed and violence. Hear, my son, your father's instructions, and reject not your mother's teaching. A graceful diadem they will be for your head, and a torque for your neck. My son, should sinners entice you and say, "Come along with us," let us lie in wait for the honest man. Let us unprovoked set a trap for the innocent. Let us swallow them up, as the netherworld does, alive, in the prime of their life, like those who go down to the pit. All kinds of precious wealth shall we gain. We shall fill our houses with booty. Cast in your lot with us, and we shall have one purse. My son, walk not in the way with them. Hold back your foot from their path. For their feet run to evil. They hasten to shed blood. It is in vain that a net is spread before the eyes of any bird. These men lie in wait for their own blood. They set a trap for their own lives. This is the fate of everyone greedy of loot. Unlawful gain takes away the life of him who acquires it. Wisdom in person gives warning. Wisdom cries aloud in the street. In the open squares she raises her voice. Down the crowded ways she calls out. At the city gates she utters her words. How long, you simple ones, will you love inanity? How long will you turn away at my reproof? Lo, I will pour out to you my spirit. I will acquaint you with my words. Because I called and you refused, I extended my hand and no one took notice. Because you disdained all my counsel and all my reproof you ignored, I in turn will laugh at your doom. I will mock when terror overtakes you. When terror comes upon you like a storm, and your doom approaches like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish befall you. Then they call me, but I answer not. They seek me, but find me not, because they hated knowledge and chose not to fear of the Lord. They ignored my counsel. They spurned all my reproof, and in their arrogance they preferred arrogance. And like fools they hated knowledge. Now they must eat the fruit of their own way, and with their own devices be glutted. For the self-will of the simple kills them. The smugness of fools destroys them. But he who obeys me dwells in security, in peace, without fear of harm. Chapter 2. The Blessings of Wisdom. My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands, turning your ear to wisdom, inclining your heart to understanding. Yes, if you call to intelligence, and to understanding raise your voice. If you seek her like silver, and like hidden treasures, search her out. Then will you understand the fear of the Lord. The knowledge of God you will find. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He has counsel in store for the upright. He is the shield of those who walk honestly, guarding the paths of justice, protecting the way of his pious ones. Then you will understand rectitude and justice, honesty, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, knowledge will please your soul. Discretion will watch over you, and understanding will guard you, saving you from the way of evil men, from men of perverse speech, who leave the straight paths to walk in the ways of darkness, who delight in doing evil, rejoice in perversity, whose ways are crooked and devious their paths, saving you from the wife of another, from the adulteress with her smooth words, who forsakes the companion of her youth and forgets the pact with God. For her paths sink down to death, and her footsteps lead to the shades. No one who enter thereon come back again, or gain the paths of life. Thus you may walk in the way of good men, and keep to the paths of the just. For the upright will dwell in the land, the honest will remain in it, but the wicked will be cut off from the land, the faithless will be rooted out of it. Chapter 3. Attitude toward the Lord. My son, forget not my teaching, and keep in mind my commands. For many days and years of life and peace will they bring you. Let not kindness and fidelity leave you. Bind them around your neck. Then will you win favor and good esteem before God and men. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. On your own intelligence rely not. In all your ways be mindful of him, and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will mean health for your flesh and vigor for your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with first fruits of all your produce. Then will your barns be filled with grain. With the new wine your vats will overflow. The discipline of the Lord, my son, disdain not. Spurn not his reproof. For whom the Lord loves, he reproves, and he chastises the son he favors. The value of wisdom. Happy the man who finds wisdom, the man who gains understanding. For her profit is better than profit in silver, and better than gold is her revenue. She is more precious than corals, and none of your choice possessions can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who grasp her, and he is happy who holds her fast. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, established the heavens by understanding. By his knowledge the depths break open, and the clouds drop down dew. My son, let not these slip out of your sight. Keep advice and counsel in view. So will they be life to your soul, and an adornment for your neck. Then you may go securely on your way. Your foot will never stumble. When you lie down, you need not be afraid. When you rest, your sleep will be sweet. Honor is the possession of wise men, but fools inherit shame. Attitude toward fellow man. Be not afraid of sudden terror, of the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence, and he will keep your foot from the snare. Refuse no one the good on which he has a claim, when it is in your power to do it for him. Say not to your neighbor, go and come again, tomorrow I will give, when you can give all at once. Plot no evil against your neighbor, against him who lives at peace with you. Quarrel not with a man without cause, with one who has done you no harm. Envy not the lawless man, and choose none of his ways. To the Lord the perverse man is an abomination, but with the upright is his friendship. The curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but the dwelling of the just he blesses. When he is dealing with the arrogant, he is stern, but to the humble he shows kindness. Chapter 4. Wisdom, the supreme guide of men. Hear, O children, a father's instruction. Be attentive that you may gain understanding. Yes, excellent advice I give you. My teaching do not forsake. When I was my father's child, frail, yet the darling of my mother, he taught me and said to me, Let your heart hold fast my words. Keep my commandments that you may live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget or turn aside from the words I utter. Forsake her not, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will safeguard you. The beginning of wisdom is, get wisdom. At the cost of all you have, get understanding. Extol her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you honors if you embrace her. She will put on your head a graceful diadem. A glorious crown will she bestow on you. The good and the evil way. Hear, my son, and receive my words, and the years of your life shall be many. On the way of wisdom I direct you. I lead you on a straightforward paths. When you walk, your step will not be impeded, and should you run, you will not stumble. Hold fast to instruction, never let her go. Keep her, for she is your life. The path of the wicked enter not. Walk not on the way of evil men. Shun it, cross it not. Turn aside from it and pass on, for they cannot rest unless they have done evil. To have made no one stumble steals away their sleep. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They know not on what they stumble. But the path of the just is like shining light that grows in brilliance till perfect day. My son, to my words be attentive. To my sayings incline your ear. Let them not slip out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them. To a man's whole being, they are health. With closest custody, guard your heart, for in it are the sources of life. Put away from you dishonest talk, deceitful speech put far from you. Let your eyes look straight ahead, and your glance be directly forward. Survey the path for your feet, and let all your ways be sure. Turn neither to the right nor to the left. Keep your foot far from evil. Chapter 5. Warning against adultery. My son, to my wisdom be attentive. To my knowledge incline your ear, that discretion may watch over you, and understanding may guard you. The lips of an adulteress drip with honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is as bitter as wormwood, as sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, to the netherworld her steps attain. Lest you see before you the road to life, her paths will ramble, you know not where. So now, O children, listen to me. Go not astray from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her. Approach not the door of her house, lest you give your honor to others, and your years to a merciless one, lest strangers have their fill of your wealth, your hard-won earnings go to an alien's house, and you groan in the end, when your flesh and your body are consumed, and you say, Oh, why did I hate instruction? and my heart spurned reproof. Why did I not listen to the voice of my teachers, nor to my instructors incline my ear? I have all but come to utter ruin, condemned by the public assembly. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. How may your water sources be dispersed abroad, streams of water in the streets? Let your fountain be yours alone, not one shared with strangers. And have the joy of your wife, of your youth, your lovely hind, your graceful doe. Her love will invigorate you always. Through her love you will flourish continually. When you lie down, she will watch over you, and when you wake, she will share your concerns. Wherever you turn, she will guide you. Why then, my son, should you go astray for another's wife, and accept the embraces of an adulteress? For each man's ways are plain to the Lord's sight, all their paths he surveys. By his own iniquities the wicked man will be caught. In the meshes of his own sin he will be held fast. He will die from lack of discipline. Through the greatness of his folly he will be lost. It's the book of Proverbs in the Bible, chapter 1 through 6. New American Bible.